If you're familiar with her pretending on the internet that she was a cancer victim and you know that she did this factually, put a 1 in the comments. Now, all I'm asking you, if Yetta can't evolve and grow and become a better person than she was on Facebook, why would we think that you're a better person than the person who pretended to have cancer? So I'm just asking people that are judging me. Yeah. I'm just asking y'all, when do y'all stop? Oh, and what so-and-so said about you is true. She don't know nothing about the story. She don't know nothing about the story. But you switch the narrative to tell people that it's true. You know I could sue you for that? Do you know I could sue the shit out of you for that? She pretended she had cancer. And she wants to question my character and say that I'm different than I'm on camera. How the fuck? So what? My eyes move. My eyes move because I think before I speak. Because I want my words to be intentional. I don't want to be like, I didn't mean to say that. I shouldn't have said that because I didn't think. It's like an idiosyncrasy, like people who shake their legs. You ever sit with somebody and they just shaking their legs? And you're like, why are you shaking their legs? I don't know. It's just something that I do. Or people who pop their thumb. I worked on time and a guy used to always pop his thumb. I said, what are you doing? It's the same reason you move your eyes. I said, oh. Mm-mm. And she wants you to believe I'm mental because I move my eyes. My eyes move, but my character doesn't. My shit is set in stone. Instead of talking about my eyes, ask me why I move my eyes. Yes. No, it's not worth it. But one thing I'm not going to do is allow you to lie on me. Now, I was okay with you telling your stories. I was okay with you saying you don't like me and I'm a bitch and all of those things. But when you begun to lie and creating false narratives and create all kind of falsehoods and stories that don't really exist because you wanted people in the room and you wanted to hurt me. You're so geared toward hurting me and hurting Pastor P that you didn't give a fuck that you hurt your friend Diamond and Diamond was rooting for you. Diamond was rooting for you. You hurt your friend. Then when you got mad at Diamond, you were so mad that you were hurting China 504, you hurt Scalp, you just went through that room, you talked about everybody that you could as if you sit on a seat of perfection. Who the fuck are you to talk about anybody, you fucking calorie creep? You can't talk about anybody, you overeating, can't stand up ass motherfucker. You lied on me. How do you think me and she and I would have gotten along if I had been dogging Keith out? You and Diamond was dogging Keith. If I had been dogging Keith, bitch, you would have been my best friend. Me and you didn't agree on things because you lack integrity. And you will take a know nothing ass story and try to make it something by brainwashing people. I'm about facts. And I don't give a fuck to hear Honeybee's story and you ain't never seen the dick. You ain't get the dick. You had no story. You told it for weeks. Your story was so lackluster. When you went over there to God Zeus's panel to tell the same fucking story again, God Zeus dropped you and brought up K9 because you were tanking his fucking show because nobody was interested in hearing it. I know how to pick a story. I'm not new to doing this shit. I don't know why you're intimidated by me. I tried to help you. And they asked me to be part of the show, like we couldn't have asked any other woman on this app to be part of this fucking show. Because we were bringing you on as a neophyte, bitch. You have no motherfucking trench time, and you have no motherfucking experience. You'll be more assertive when you become more intentional with your words, when you think before you speak. When you weigh things out and you negotiate things within your own mind. If I give this, I have to take that. That's how you become assertive. You think about the calculated risk of who you can hurt. If Del Osama was my friend, I wouldn't give a fuck what Diamond P said. I would have never did that to my goddamn friend. You're an animal. You're an animal. I can imagine how many of y'all are on the phone with the Tulsa, Oklahoma, or wherever the fuck they live police department. If that were my friend, I would have took that shit to the grave and told my friend, if you ever do some shit like that again, I don't make me, I had to tell my friend, bitch, crime rhymes with time. I don't do either, bitch. Don't put me in that position no more. And I would have never mentioned it ever again in life. You were so determined to hurt me, and I've never done anything to you, but not agree with you. We both got big dick energy. You're hateful and I'm assertive. We're just different. I'm not going to do a story to hurt you, Galore, because it's a story to hurt you. I'm surprised she didn't run tell you I was talking about you too, because you were Rita, and she thinking of he gonna cuss her out, and then I'm gonna cuss her out, and then me and you gonna be fighting. You did that to try to hurt Petty. You wasn't concerned about Petty. I had been called Petty and talked to Petty to see if he was okay, because things like this, it can hurt somebody publicly. It's one thing to go through a trial or a breakup of friendship or things like that. It's another thing to go through it like publicly. I checked on him. But was I interested in his story on the platform? Not at all. Petty is a mega broadcaster. He's not a regular broadcaster. He's a big broadcaster. And so are all of his girlfriends. He had anybody who could have interviewed him. And I asked him, I said, was anybody interested in interviewing you? He said he wasn't willing to talk about it anymore. And I wasn't going to interview him. I was just saying if anybody was going to interview him. He had his own platform. He made a flyer. He got up there and he folded. He did not tell the story. So why was I going to bring that up again? Because you thought it would hurt Keith? See, the thing with me and you is, I'm not scared of Keith. Keith don't bother me. He don't come over here calling me dirty stink bitches. He don't call me fat fuckers. He don't curse me out. He don't disrespect me. That's like nephew. Like I told that motherfucker, I know you the nigga to all of these bitches, but I would send your ass to the store. I'm on a different level with Keith. Keith is uncheckable. It's not my job to check him. Today was my son's birthday. We had a beautiful dinner for my son's birthday. And what I realize about my son is that nigga is uncheckable too. And I handle him the same way I handle Keith. He'll come back and hug me and kiss me. And it's so funny. He's so grown and big, but he still hug and kiss like he's still a little boy. He's the sweetest thing. And what he told me today is, I love you for letting me make my own mistakes and still respecting me. And he's a wonderful man. I don't have to raise Keith. You raise him. All of these people I'm mad because she don't check Keith. No, you mad because you can't check Keith. And you know I can read, so you want me to be the man for the job. No, why y'all ain't mad at Galore? That's a reading bitch too. Go get Galore to do it. Go get Dixon. Go get that. That's why I realized who Dixon is. Why am I the man for the job? Throw me 75 dragons. Tell Keith to talk about my dead son like y'all do. Tell Keith to talk about my son and call him a faggot like y'all do. Tell Keith to call me a child molester like y'all do. And I cuss Keith ass out. Keith don't cross the line with me. He treats me with love and respect. Exactly, Galore. Y'all have a problem with Keith. I don't. And I'm not a follower that's going to have a problem with him. To make you happy. That'll never happen. That'll never happen. Keith would have to violate me for me to violate Keith. I'm not scared of Keith. First of all, he's like a little teddy bear. He's no big bad wolf. He's not like you guys make him seem. He's respectful. Keith is the kind of guy that'll come in and hold the door for all the ladies. You heard the operative word, ladies. Not thoughts and hoes. He would hold the door for all the ladies and pay the bill and tell everybody to give him a hug and take a picture and be a sweet little nephew. He's a nice guy that has another side that when y'all fuck with him, y'all get what y'all get. Don't get mad at me. I don't know why it's my job to defend you, Nony. You're the big time investigative reporter who sat there and picked that man's story apart. Thank you. You picked that man's story apart and kept asking him the same questions in different ways and all kind of shit. And Keith did this and Keith did that and Keith did this and then start to bring up these old stories about Keith from 30 years ago. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if Keith raped the Statue of Liberty. It ain't my motherfucking business. I'm from Bucktown, USA. Even if you saw it, it ain't your business. But you're a dangerous person. You're dangerous. And to your bush jumpers that's sitting around you, I know y'all scared to leave because you scared she gonna dox you and go through your business and pull up your mug shots and do shit to hurt you. You are in bed with the devil. I'm a woman of integrity. I'm a woman of integrity. From doctors, lawyers, the street and hood niggas respect me because I'm a woman of integrity. And I'm not going to argue with Keith to make y'all comfortable. I'm not. And as far as me being an op, I could never be an op because I'm not on nobody motherfucking side. I'm on my side. I'm on Tam Star's entertainment side. And if you want to be a host, that's where you should hit me, tamstars123@gmail.com. I'm not here to destroy people. I'm here to build community. I'm here to do other things, to do shows. I want to do shows. We're going to start holding auditions and doing plays like we used to do and just having shows and having a good time. Thank you, Cam. You want to transfer. You lied on me, Nony. You lied. Do I like everything that Keith do? I don't like the shit you hoe ass bitches do either. Y'all do all this hoe ass shit and get mad when you get treated like a hoe. I don't understand it. It's not my business. Dick been finding pussy since the caveman days. The knuckle draggers was dragging these hoes and fucking them. This been happening since the beginning of time. It's not my problem. I don't like Tammy because she don't check Keith. And you idiots who won't say shit to him feel it's my responsibility. And to the LGBT community, let me speak to my community real quick. I worked on the legislatures for you bitches to get married. I've done my trench time with the LGBT community. I've done my time and worked through the AIDS awareness. I worked for Grayman's Health Crisis and so many other foundations, the Trevor Project. I have my trench time under my belt helping you motherfuckers. If I don't do another thing, I'm accomplished. I work with Glad and everything. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not fighting with y'all on Bigo for the simple fact of the matter. After I get into a big argument and a shit fight with Keith over what he said about his kids, it ain't got nothing to do with me or you, them his motherfucking kids. And if that's the case, I should have reported my daddy too, because my dad felt the same way. My father-in-law felt the same way. He didn't feel being gay was natural. And then once he met me and we started talking and vibing and he saw me differently because I carry myself with integrity and he has no right, but he's no option or no other thing but to respect me. That's your job as a gay person. Stop looking for people to accept you and fighting for people to accept you and carry yourself with respect and dignity, and people won't have any choice but to respect you. You want to fight for respect. How about you earn it? Everybody else got to earn respect. But just because you gay or you transgender, somebody's supposed to just give you a pass for that reason? No, you have to carry yourself like a decent person. And they'll been and tell you shit like this. I never had a trans person around me before, but you cool to me. I'm seeing things differently. We open people's understanding to who we are based on the seeds that we sow, not how loud you talk. I'm a whole dyke. Keith don't bother me because I carry myself with respect and dignity. And I don't fuck with that man. And I don't get on the hate train saying shit about him and not minding my business. I've seen y'all talk about him. And I'll be like, well, I say the same thing like when y'all curse Charlie out. I don't care that y'all don't like Charlie. I like Charlie. That's my little lollipop head. I think that motherfucker's hilarious. I know y'all don't like God Zeus. I happen to like God Zeus. I know y'all don't like Yetta. I happen to like Yetta. I don't have to dislike a motherfucker because you do. Y'all always need company and a backup dancer. You can't stand alone. I don't got to make no panel or address none of you motherfuckers. And I don't need 15 and 16 people in here. I love Charlie. That's my little lollipop head. I love him. He's funnier than a motherfucker. I want him to get off the edibles, though. He needs to take the edibles after the show because he be too mellow now. I'm gonna tell him that. You got to do these edibles after the show, bitch, because you getting all mellow and shit like Sade. I need my fire top, you know. Thank you, Monet. I need my fire starter back. I love fiery Charlie. What am I not going to give Charlie his props? Because he's a young man and he has a beautiful home. Whether he owns it or not, he's in there. That's his. Y'all sitting somewhere in a hotel talking about Charlie's house. Some of y'all just got up off homelessness, worried about where Charlie's sleeping. Y'all talk about the price of Keith's house. All Keith has to do is put down hardwood floors. That'll give him $10,000 or $15,000 in equity. He already has new windows. All he has to do is add a fireplace and certain things you can do to change the value of a home based on the things that you do to the home. But you can't over improve based on the area. You wait for the marketable growth of the property, and then you'll see you can make those things, and you don't know. It could end up being $1 million home in 10 years. You just don't know what people are doing. But instead of congratulating him, what I said when I saw his house, I said, Keith, I'm proud of you, young man. I'm proud that you didn't go buy a Bentley, that you went and bought a home. Something that when this app is over, he got a place to lay his head to the day he die if he choose to. Put laughing faces in the comments. Thank you. And continue to gift, guys, because that keeps me here. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And I don't care who talk bad about me. And I don't care who don't like me. To some of you bitches that love to say something about her. She's weird. No, I'm smart. And that's what gets your dumb ass upset. And I'm not smart because and Trina lying, talking about, she says she got all of these degrees. Find a video where I said I had a whole bunch of degrees. I've donated 10 bags of books in the last couple of years. I'm just a person that don't mind reading some shit. Y'all scared to congratulate other black people because they got you believing you a dick rider? So we're not supposed to sit here and say to Keo, I like how you go to work every day. I love that young man's work ethic. If you see Keo at work, I'll be saying to myself, God damn, if I could get 5 employees like Keo. As mature women, we dick riders because we say, Keo, you have a great work ethic. And you take your job seriously. And you take care of business, Keo. I'm a dick rider for telling him that. If I tell Galore, I'm not trying to be funny. I love how resilient you are. I love that people insult you and you fight those motherfuckers tooth and nail. I like your strength. I'm dick riding. Why are black people so negative that I can't tell my baby Monet, I love your praise. I love your worship. I think you're beautiful. I can't tell naturally, I love how you bounce back. I love the woman that you are today because you are 10 times the woman today than you was 5 years ago. I love you for that. I'm dick riding. No, I'm a bitch that's not trying to be, hey, Philly, I'm a bitch that's not scared to tell another person that they're winning. And you listen to a lot of these old stupid bitches. A lot of these old bitches on here, just because they old don't mean they know shit. Somebody that sit and watch videos all day of other people to put them under a microscope to try to judge and pass judgment on people, and you have nothing going on in your life. Instead of doxing people and judging people, why don't you go get you some dick in your life? If you had some dick in your life, you wouldn't be half this miserable. Half of them wouldn't be logging on if they had a nigga in their life. Go get you a nigga or a bitch or a rose or Vaseline, or go get you a shower head. Go get you something in your life. Go get a job, bitch. Sitting up collecting a Barney check talking about people. I don't sit and analyze YouTube videos, and when it comes to shows, unless there was a problem, I rarely watch recaps. I didn't recap that. Me, Diamond and I didn't look at the recap of that video with Nony and Pastor until days after, because she kept acting like Creepy Carrie. So I was like, well, let me see what the fuck happened, why she's so upset. Diamond, replay it and let's listen to it. When Diamond replayed it, we were blown away because we did not know he called her that many bitches. And it really didn't matter how many bitches he called you, because we weren't going to mute him. They were the Shade Room Uncensored. They weren't going to mute him. And you asked for it. You pressed and pressed until you got what you wanted. Now it's my job to help you. Don't look to me for a lifeline when you didn't give yourself one. I was throwing you lifelines while we sat on that panel, but you were persistent and you didn't want a lifeline. You wanted to get it, Keith. Thank you. And when I wouldn't assist, Diamond didn't do anything. Then you wanted to get it, Diamond. Thank you. Keith was great to me when he was on this app. If I was over there sitting with the girls at the church, when he gifted them, he gifted me the same. He never treated me like an outsider. He was always 1,000. I don't have a reason to have a beef with him. And I'm not going to have a beef with him because you want to wear a hat that's too big for your head. You're not a journalist. All you are is a shit-talking liar. And none of the things that you say, hey, Sue, my love, none of the things that you say hold any validity. You're a liar. Now, knowing what kind of messy motherfucking oxen this is, if she had a video of me dogging Keith all the time, wouldn't she have played it? As determined as you were to destroy me, if you had a video or audio of me dogging Keith and calling Miss White all kinds of stupid bitches, would you have? She'd have been in there stopping and fast forward. She would have been like, wooka, wooka, wooka. She would have been scratching that shit like a rap record, bitch. She would have been putting me under the table if you had it. So then you started to build lies. You took the words I told you about Petty and you twisted them around. No, I wasn't touching Petty's story, and I don't give a fuck who's offended by it. I determined what shit Petty said he was upset because he didn't get a chance to tell his story. He had 5,000 people in the room in there. He had all opportunity to tell his story. But he sat with Jaguar instead of sitting alone, lining with Keith and telling his fucking story. I'm a woman of integrity. And you said whatever that other meth smoking punk was true, that you said that it was true, and I have that on video, that you said that what this person said about me was true. I should call a lawyer and sue you for that, because it's not true. You don't have any proof. You don't know what you're saying. And just like Keith said, you make up stories and you hurt and destroy people's lives based on your lies. And when he said that to you on that panel, I kind of sat back and thought about it and said, God damn, he's not lying. Look what you did to Del Osama, and that was your main shit stain. That was the cheese in your grits. That was the sugar in your Kool-Aid. And look what you did to him. Look what you did to Diamond. You and Diamond was girls. Diamond sent you your first decent pocketbook. Cause that other shit you was carrying looked like some shit you should carry onions in or something a slave picked cotton in. She gave you your first decent pocketbook. Gave you some lashes, sent you t-shirts, a thank you package, and just was sending you sisterhood, reaching out to you and being a sister to you. And what you did, you were so determined to get me that you didn't give a fuck about your friend. And then when you got mad at her, you were so determined to get her and China 504 in trouble that you fucked your man Dell and didn't give a fuck. And then you want people to question my integrity. I want to find a video of somebody seeing me somewhere lying, saying I have cancer. Put a 1 in the comments if you know anything about Nony pretending that she had cancer and she had to apologize for it because she got caught up in her lies. Now, if you know this to be true, put a 1 in the comments, please. If you know that Nony pretended that she had cancer, put a 1 in the comments. So, Noni, when you judge all of us and you sit there on your throne as if you're better than somebody else in your father's kitchen, and you sit there and you judge us and you talk down about us and you say all of these things about us, we want to ask you, what will you do now for attention? Yesterday, you felt accomplished because you hurt people. You hurt people and you didn't give a fuck. What if Dell goes to jail for this dumb shit because you needed to prove a point to hurt Diamond Peay because she didn't do what you wanted her to do? If Dell was my friend, I would have never done that to my friend. Them kind of charges. Them kind of charges. Arson. All that. This is what you do to your friend? All I'm saying, with friends like you, who needs a fucking enemy? Because you are a frenemy, bitch. You ain't nobody's friend. Nobody's friend. Diamond got cancer. You somewhere fucking recording her to hurt her. China 504 got cancer. You somewhere recording her, playing hoe videos and doing all these things to a woman with cancer because you're a nice person. And you want to get China 504 because you saw Keith didn't like it. So you were so desperate to get Keith, you was even after China 504. You happy you broke up the friendship between her and China, the two Chinas, because they were two good-looking girls that were having fun together, and that bothered you. You didn't want them to have a sisterhood. You accused China of something that's a federal offense. You could get that woman arrested. You could get Brandon arrested, and you had all of those people in there that all of this could go to the police, and you don't care because you had a point to prove because you wanted to do your big one. All I'm saying is, if I ever talked about anybody, it wouldn't have been with you. And you can record me. Recordings only work on bitches that won't stand behind what they say. I said what I said about Petty, and I didn't say it in a nasty way. Petty said he was free, and he was very gay and happy and unbothered, and he didn't want to discuss it, and he was very much past it. So I don't know when he reverted back to he's so hurt he didn't get a chance to tell his story. Petty had an opportunity to tell his story on that big ass platform over there with all them people in that room, and he chose to nut up and not say nothing. What the fuck was I gonna do? What was I supposed to do with the story? No, you wanted to bring the story up because you wanted to hurt Keith. Just like you. Well, I want to talk about the lies. She wanted to bring up a whole bunch of lies that people told on me, trying to sue me and all kind of dumb shit. You want to bring that up on a platform because, bitch, you thought you was going to hurt me. You got upset because you realized I had more power than you on that platform. What you going to call me? Old? We both old, bitch. But I can stand up. You can't. I'm sick of bitches that can't stand up, always talking about people. Your life is nowhere. You've accomplished nothing. You own nothing. You have no investments, and you sit and you judge people. And y'all sit there and let that bitch sit there and talk about all of us and dog all of us. You lied on me. You lied on me. If you had a video of me calling Miss White all kind of stupid bitches, you would be playing that shit. You would have that shit on speed dial and redial. Hi, Leah. They trying to treat me like my name is Leah the doll, bitch. I'm not going to let you hoes dog me out. I'm going to say what the fuck I got to say. You're a liar, Nony. You're a nasty, deceitful liar with a black heart. You're a dark entity. You're one of those people that you'll have to pay people to cry at your funeral because no one would give a fuck because you hurt so many people, and hopefully you don't die of cancer like you pretended that you had cancer. Now, once again, if you know that Nony pretended that she had cancer, and this is a true fact that you know she did this, could you put a 1 in the comments so we can figure out if this is true or not? If Nony ever pretended that she had cancer? Okay. Oh, more 1s. So this is something that you did. So Yetta can't be a better person. Leah can't be a better person. This person can't be a better person. You're the only one who's free from sin and can redeem themselves. I would say that you're a sociopath. That's what I call you, a fucking sociopath. You're dangerous. And you were so jealous and mad at me. You, when Keith was over here, you'd have thought me, Keith Diamond, and Journey was over here having a fivesome. You'd have thought we was over here fucking and sucking as mad as you were. But then when Keith, this is after Keith cursed her out. But the next day, Keith went over to her platform to approach the church and talk to the church on her platform. The same man that she's so mad at, she let him come up on her platform. She let him address his people. And she was, yeah, Pastor, you right. Yeah, thank you. You right. That's right. You right. And I'm a dick rider. If Keith had cursed me out the way he cursed you out, bitch, it would be up and stuck. I would have still been cussing that motherfucker out, but you didn't, because you need to feel important. Now, if you a church member or anybody who was in that room, did Keith come on Nony panel and she was just as nice to him after he cursed her out? If you was in the comments, put a 1 in the comments if you was there when Keith came to her platform after she told me she was mad he was on my platform. The next day he went to her platform and she let him go up there and make it his pulpit and talk to his people and do his big one. And she was, yeah, that's right, Pastor. Yeah, Pastor. Yeah, you're right, Pastor. And I'm a dick rider. You have about as much integrity as this motherfucking hairbrush, bitch. You don't have any integrity. And then you want to sit there with thousands of people in the room and dog me out. You so hurtful. You were so hurt about me, bitch. You got mad because in those meetings, you came in there because by the third show, she was already Wendy Williams. I don't know if y'all believe me. She was Wendy Williams by that third show. You had that headband wig on, bitch, looking like Miss Laura. You had that headband wig on, bitch, and you started talking, well, what I want to do is, and she was just this pompous, motherfucking, arrogant, condescending bitch. And honey, I know how to meet that energy. You thought I was going to allow you to discuss my life, bitch? You don't have enough. First of all, I don't mind doing an interview, but I would do an interview with somebody who I felt was qualified to do an unbiased interview without prejudice. And I knew you was jealous of me, bitch. I didn't know it was jealousy at that point. I just thought you was a hateful bitch that I didn't trust. And I said, well, Diamond, if you feel she has potential, okay, let's go with it. Yo, Miss Laura looking ass. You got the nerve to talk about people's looks and talk about people as you sit cam down talking about people. All I'm going to say to you is, I'm not scared of you, bitch. And you could dox all you want. Just don't dox your ass up in the jail cell, because I'll get you. I'm unlike none of these people that you have fucked with on here. When you look, they'll be dragging your ass out of there in handcuffs, and your father will be in there bumping around in the dark by himself until they put him in a home. You will fuck up your whole life fucking with me. You're a horrible person who pretended she had cancer. And then you recorded your friend Diamond Peay, who thought you were her sister. Diamond Peay used to call you sister, and you were recording her to try to find hurt spots in her life. You're recording your friend. You got so mad at Diamond Peay. Diamond Peay didn't come up here and defend me, and she didn't defend Keith either. Diamond came up here covering her own ass. She wasn't defending us, and she didn't say anything bad about you. She could look up my records and have your own mind. I want you to take care of that for me, please. Thank you. She can look up my records. But while she's looking up my records, I need you to look up hers. I want y'all to all look up hers too, to let her see how it feels. Miss Cancer Survivor. You can't talk about people when your life is not there. You need a man, a cat, a dog. Go adopt a stray. Go adopt a dog. Go do something with your life instead. You were so determined to hurt Diamond because Diamond didn't do what you wanted to do. You got mad at me because I wouldn't do what you wanted me to do. Baby, you went and hurt your friend. You went and put Del Osama into a high felony. More than one charge. I don't know that bitch's name. She probably ain't got no name. Satan, Beelzebub, Lucifer, Chucky. You're wicked and you're evil. When Diamond Peay called you and you jumped out the window and did all of that shit because you thought we were getting rid of you. So when you thought we were getting rid of you, you ran and jumped out the window and ran and did that live and said all of that shit and did not understand that I told Diamond she needs to be redirected and we need to go through and talk with her about public speaking and help her to understand what her job is and cues when people are giving you cues to stop and when people are giving you cues to go. She didn't understand anything. She was so focused on Keith. And so this. And so when he asked you to go to Mexico, so you didn't think nothing? Shaking her head and acting like the man is lying. Some people don't understand. Keith and Petty were brothers. Petty discussed his relationship with Keith with me. And he told me that was his big brother and he loved him. This ain't about Miss Teresa, and I don't give a fuck about her either. She ain't my friend. Ain't none of these hoes my friend. Ain't none of these hoes my friend. And as I said, I don't give a fuck which one of y'all don't like me. I don't. I don't give a fuck who don't like me. What I want you to do is walk over to the little machine, pull a number, make sure you get your little number, and get in line behind the other hoes that don't like me. It's a long line of bitches that don't like me. And I don't give a fuck. I ain't never missed a nut or a meal because of it. I just know I don't have to pretend I have cancer for attention. If I want to get attention, I can just write a show. Whoever put that lottery in here, put their asses out of here. These are the types of things you say to destroy people's family. Some of y'all are miserable. You're miserable. You're miserable and unloved. I can't stop it. Once the lottery's in session, how do you stop it? I have to figure out how to turn the lottery thing off. I don't turn it off because my baby Monet, she's a lottery girl. So I keep the lotteries on just for her. Thank you, baby. Take a picture of the Bigo ID, Monet, and send it to me, please. I'ma have you bitches buying new devices or going your nappy ass head to the window. Thank you, Cam. And you can look up my information, Nony. I don't have any evictions. I don't have any criminal things that you can look up because you don't got that kind of information. I don't have anything that you can look up that I'll be ashamed of. And anything that I did in my past kept me from living in my mama's house. That's what you need to worry about. And whatever people's police records you pull up, whatever they shoplifted and whatever they did in their past, why is that of any concern to you? Because you need to pull people down to feel at your level because you have accomplished nothing in your life? I don't care about that. That was a total come up for me to Miss Jenkins. That was a total come up for me. Thank you. It's called investing in my retirement. And I'm not ashamed of it. Tell Nony find a doctor that will marry her. That's what Nony needs to do. That's what she needs to do. That's the thing. I don't have anything I'm ashamed of. My life is good. Now, if I said something fucked up, like tell that fat C&I dog to go walk her dad around and stay the fuck up out of people's business, then I'd be wrong. She's disgusting. She's disgusting. She's disgusting. Who has that kind of time to sit and watch videos all day? I just ask you to look at yourselves. Look at your fucking selves and look at yourself and say, why am I so entertained by fucking up other people's lives? Why am I so, what is it sick in you that you want to hurt other people? You so jealous of me, you didn't give a fuck that you fucked over Del Osama. And you wanted his dick like a dog want a fucking bone, bitch. You wanted that dick bad, honey. You sat up drunk that day you got that hair done and you was just flirting and talking with Del Osama. And I said to myself, she got to be cash apping this nigga because I just don't see him being bothered with you. You can look up my information. And don't forget to post my credit score. Let that choke you. You have nothing. You've done nothing with your life. You're a lonely bitch living at your father's house. Thank God your father went blind. Now you can make it look like you taking care of him. But based on the fact that you never show us nothing but that dirty wall behind you, I would like you to do a house tour. Since you're digging in people's, I want to see you stand up and spin around like a ballerina while you're digging in my business. Stand up, Nony. Stand up. I'd like to see your country ass stand up. Be elite. My family members don't be in mess. So shut up talking shit because that's not true. That's not true. Me being in Powerhouse has nothing to do with these people. These people have been lying on me long before Powerhouse. Evidently, you just came here and you somebody that don't like Powerhouse, so you got something to say. My family has nothing to do with this. So shut your ass up. It's always somebody with some bullshit. Powerhouse don't be in drama. They be in PKs. They be on that leaderboard, but they don't be in drama. When you see 20 in drama. When you see you don't see my family in drama. Y'all some hating ass bitches. Anybody you have to mute or kick, Cam, get the big O IDs for me, please, so we can block these bitches so y'all can go to the window or go find a new page. Y'all say anything. That's the reason I think y'all need to move y'all eyes when y'all talking. Maybe y'all will think about some of the shit that comes out of your mouth. What up, Recharge? Do your hours. I'm gonna punch you out, Recharge. You and Philly Chick. Do your hours. Okay, I said that. I'm over it. Y'all want me to argue with Pastor P. Y'all want me to be in beef with him. Why? Ask yourself that. Next time somebody say, she don't check pastor, say, it's 6 million people on this app. Why have y'all delegated Miss Peay as the person who needs to check pastor? Why do I need to be that person? Hey, baby. Why do I need to check pastor? Because y'all can't? I don't work for Brandon. I'm unfit. I don't work for Brandon. I don't work for anybody. Miss P, you already know. I can see if they ask you to check him. You closer with the nigga than I am. I heard his voice on the phone the other day for the first time. I don't call Keith. I don't bother Keith. I don't be harassing Keith. I know people saying I'm dick riding, right? But I don't call Keith. I don't harass Keith. I don't bother Keith. I don't be trying to line with Keith. I don't do none of that shit. So I don't know where y'all get the dick riding from. It's just that I don't jump on bandwagons and try to destroy people like y'all do. Like y'all have done to me. Nony, you lied on me. And then only 6 people in the church gift me. You need to be grateful anybody gifts you over there for the lies and the trash that you talk. You were so jealous and ready to hurt me that you destroyed your friendship with Diamond. And Diamond shouldn't have been talking to you. Because I warned her. I said, oh, you think you recording me? She already recording you. She recording you. And she going to use anything you say against you because she's reckless. She's one of those people that to go do one thing, she'll let somebody else get hurt and won't care. It's disgusting. This is what these people are, though. These are the kind of people, whoever did that lottery, they belong over there in her room. Those are the kind of people that are over there. And it ain't usually no 2,000 people in here. So y'all get the fuck on and go where y'all going. Y'all ain't gifting me. Get the fuck on and go where y'all going. Y'all don't belong over here. These are not my numbers. Y'all are not my people. I would rather be here and talk to my people. Y'all carry y'all bald head asses over there with Miss Nony and go listen to lies and tell lies. And go do nasty lotteries that are hurtful to people and destroy people's family.